Manifesting that this reaches the collective who has been seeing 777 or is about to see 777 from this video. There's something about this very lucky energy that is very present in your field right now. I'm also seeing clovers and horseshoes could also be significant signs, but again, you'll know that this message is for you if you have been or are about to see 777. So keep an eye out for that. And what I heard right before recording was you are the one we've been waiting for. There's a very deep ancestral energy coming through this channel where it's like you are somebody who is not only breaking cycles, but is showing up more authentically than those who come before you. And this is something that is empowering your bloodline, empowering your blessings, where your blessings are going to come in tenfold because you stayed true to your heart and you stayed true to your soul's path and purpose. With the Queen of Cups on the bottom, this is really showing you stepping into a more authentic version of self, very tapped into your intuition, very tapped into your emotions, understanding how your emotions actually drive you forward and can be used as catalysts to, again, pave a new way forward and create new blessings from this time. And I feel like this is a collective who has had to overcome a lot of wounds around being seen, wounds around being different, wounds around your opinions mattering, providing value in spaces and places, because I feel like you've had to overcome a lot of conflict in these areas, like voicing your opinion, trying to make yourself seen, trying to make yourself known, and not actually receiving the recognition that you actually deserve. But I feel like you're stepping into an era where that recognition is destined and is coming in hot. Like, I feel like you've really empowered yourself through this journey rather than allowing all of the times that you were looked at as other or not as intelligent or not as equipped to handle something. You allowed that to just continue to push yourself forward, to tap even further into yourself and into your divine connection. And I feel like that's why you're coming out of this chapter reborn. Like, I really feel like you've been reborn through this process and are not afraid to be seen, not afraid to be heard, because you understand that you actually do provide value. And this is something, again, that I feel like you come from a bloodline, stepping into an era of abundance, of harvesting all of the efforts that you've been putting in, finally receiving the fruits of your labor. But this is a collective that is coming from, I feel like, a lineage, like lots of parental wounds coming through as well, okay? But there's something about you no longer, like, you're refusing to play small at this time. And that's what's benefiting you. We have the Page of Cups, King of Pentacles, you have the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom. The Wheel of Fate is turning in your favor. And I do feel like this has a lot to do with, again, you tapping into the truth of who you are, connecting really deeply with your inner child, stepping into further capacity when it comes to your manifestations, like really calling in your manifestations from a place of confidence and like rooting yourself down in this new identity that you are creating. Again, you refuse to play small. There's something about you always knowing that you were meant for something more, but a lot of the times you hid from the spotlight. You struggled to accept compliments. You pushed things away. You pushed attention away, even when it was rightfully earned. But I feel like now you're in a place where you're like, yeah, I do deserve this attention. I do deserve this recognition, because you understand your inherent value again. And that's giving you a lot more confidence in what it is that you're calling into your life. And that's why that 777 energy is so present in your field at this time, because you're stepping into so much more luck. I feel like you're stepping into an era where it's like lucky girl syndrome, okay, regardless of gender. But I just feel like you're stepping into this era where you're like, yeah, everything works out for me. Yeah, I'm lucky. Yes, I get to, in a crowded parking lot, as soon as I pull up, I get a parking spot available. I get the, first dibs on an exclusive, purchase, whatever it is that resonates for you. But there's something about like you beating the odds in so many areas of your life. And some of these areas are going to be a little bit small, but for others of you, this is huge. This is like receiving total recognition for something that you're doing, receiving stardom for some of you, if that is something you're looking for. But expect a lot more luck and fortune in this era of your life that you are stepping into. And it almost feels like this is gifts from your ancestors. Again, I heard you are the one we've been waiting for. I feel like there have been people in your lineage that tried to do something similar that tried to accomplish something similar to what it is that you're doing now. But whether it was, trauma or circumstances or whatever the situation was, they weren't as empowered as I feel like you are right now, because you have more access to tools, you have more access to information than they did. So it's actually assisted you in your journey to step fully into this embodiment, because you also understand just how much your energy is currency. I feel like you are allowing yourself to fall into this feeling of being paid to exist, understanding that you are worthy simply for being who you are. But now you're actually showing that, okay? It's not something that you're hiding and holding tight just for yourself to experience. You are letting this be known on a public scale, allowing people to really be drawn to your energy. You're very magnetic. You're glowing up at this time. And again, expect so many rewards, both spiritually, but also financially. I really feel like there is a big financial win coming in for you, feeling like you are being heavily invested in. But also emotionally as well, where you're like fully accepted. All of those wounds that you've overcome, the wounds of being seen and accepted, those are clearing out now. You're stepping into an era where you have everything you could possibly want and then some, because you realized that this is something that you can cultivate and create within yourself. And now your external reality is sure to emit that back to you, okay? I'm sending you so much love. Let me know when you see, or if you see 777. Love you.